So I got
It's
a question
not.
for you, then, Bo. So if
Huh?
your grandmama met, let's just say your grandmother looked at millennial men. Which generation would you say? Which generation would you say she would think is actually better, millennial men or the men from her generation?
It depends on which grandmother you talking about.
The ones that you talking about,
If you
the
talking
ones that
about the
say that they men ain't shit.
if you talking about the grandmother from Mississippi, she would say not these men nowadays. If you were talking about the grandmother on my mother's side with a little bit of sense, she would absolutely love the new men of today.
So basically, so what's crazy is we are supposedly millennial and Gen X men, and potentially I would say potentially Gen Z. I don't know what's going on with them just yet. Are supposedly better men than our grandfather, and yet we don't get women as much as they do.
Because we have the freedom to choose whether or not we want you. We
So
get to
so y'all
want
got a
you.
better man than your grandmother has, and y'all are still saying, "Nah, we good."
But see, better is not good. It's just better.
But
You
what?
the bar was in hell when
No,
you
it
talking
wasn't.
about
The
our
bar was
I
not
think
in
a
grandmothers.
hell
lot of
back then.
people are
Come
forgetting
on now.
that the concept of dating means I agree to deal with you. And most people think I agree to deal with you equates to I'm willing to remove myself from my own solitude to deal with you. Are you more peaceful than my own solitude?
Thank you.
But y'all
Right.
don't even
So
like y'all
this
solitude.
I
this
love
still
it.
yeah, this
They
goes right back
complaining
to the
about
same thing,
solitude.
right? Because if you're talking about the bell curve, right, no matter what you may think of the men, there's always the median, and we're talking about the bell curve. The average man is not good enough for you. So that would mean that you want a man who is exceptional. So then you have to ask yourself the question, what is it about you that is exceptional to match with this exceptional man compared to your peers?
And every woman gonna say she's an exceptional woman.
So what do
But
you
you
mean
can't.
by exceptional?
Oh, there we go.
Exceptional. What do I, okay, great. I got that. Look, so all right. So we're talking about the bell curve. We're talking about the average, right? Most people are average. There's a couple people who really suck, and there's a couple people who really like on the top of their game. Most women don't like the average man, right? Most women's complaints
Give
is
me an
like, okay,
example of the
these
average man.
dudes are not good enough.
Can you
The
like can
average
you
man, well, let's go with incomes. The average man is 5'9". The average man makes 50,000 a year. The average man is not that charming. The average man is not a comedian. The average man is not that charismatic. The average man is just regular and it's just okay, right? And just either good enough or not good enough,
You
right?
might
And
rub
then
your
when
you
you get
might
into
rub your
the
feet every
exceptional,
now
is
and
more
again.
desirable, right?
But no
Right.
flowers every day?
And the average man can't afford flowers every single day.
Exactly.
Like
Okay.
that, you know what
Let
I'm
me ask
saying?
you a question. What is the woman's? Hold on, I got a
Well, we
question
know
for you.
that.
What is the woman's equivalent to flowers every day for a man?
sex?
So for
Sex is cancels
personally,
out.
I don't
It's
think it's
neutral.
sex. I think
No, 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 no.
personally,
Ah,
What is the woman's?
flowers
What is the
every
woman's
day for
equivalent
me,
to
huh?
flowers?
depends on the guy.
Yeah,
No,
no,
I
I
don't
well,
want to
think
so
hear
no,
that.
I think it's the same
for
amount of
me
time. I think
across the
it's
board, it's a conversation. I want you to have a conversation with me. I like conversations. I like intimacy. I like pillow
I
talk.
think
That's the equivalent for me to flowers every day.
I think the equivalent for men
No.
would be acts of service, things that make his life easier consistently. Right? So if the material if the material equivalent for women is flowers, then whatever the male equivalent would be anything she does to provide a space where it's easier for him
Why isn't it ever?
mentally,
You know what? You
spiritually.
see
Why
how
isn't it ever what he
that's
wants?
Oh, my
But that's
crazy.
bad.
what I
I think
mean.
I answered the question wrong.
But
Oh,
that's what
what
I
is
mean.
men's
I-
equivalent to flowers
If
don't
he
every day?
feel
if
I
bad
don't
because
if
I
know.
he
don't think any of the females on the
if
panel
he
are going to be
told
able to
you know
answer it
what the
correctly.
equivalent,
I have
I
a
you
don't
know what
know.
the
question.
equivalent of flowers is? If you say, all
Cologne?
right, no. If you as a
Head.
woman, hold on, wait, yeah. If you was a woman, told your man, you know, you used to always give me flowers every single day. Don't you? I'm sure every last one of y'all have heard your man say, "Man, you remember that thing you used to do that I don't never like? Why did you stop doing that?" And then you give him a whole bunch of reasons why you quit doing it, or why you ain't in the mood, or why you don't feel like it. That's how we feel when it comes to flowers. God damn it, shit! I know I used to do it, but I don't feel like it no more. I got tired. I just don't feel like going to the store. I got to get home, got to get work. We got these kids in the house. I got to hurry up and get home because you told me you need me to fix the goddamn garbage disposal. So I'm sorry that I wasn't able to stop by the store and get you some goddamn flowers. So now I'm here. Just like y'all tell men when he say, man, you know that thing you used to do this all the time. Man, you like, and you be like, we got kids. The kids was bothering me all day. I had to put the baby in the bath, and then I had to cook dinner, so I don't feel like doing it. God damn it, sometimes we don't feel like doing it.
That's like speaking from a
That's the
personal experience,
and the divorce rate mirrors that, because at the end of the day, all of the despite all of the obligations and responsibilities and duties that are put on your plate, we still have to connect and have intimacy.
No,
and that's exactly why the divorce rate.
The divorce rate is that way is because there's a lack of understanding. We have to understand y'all while y'all are telling us that you're not willing to understand us. Because because men would tell you, all that shit, you would tell us, I'm tired, I don't feel like, and he'd be like, all right, babe. And then he'll come and ask you next week. And then eventually he'll just be like, I guess it is what it is at this point. Y'all would sit there and tell him, you ain't brought me flowers and I ain't been getting no flowers. I'm tired of this. I'm you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and leave. We've been conditioned. The modern man. I don't know about the men of old, but I'm going to tell you, the modern man has been conditioned to accept whenever y'all tell us y'all ain't in the mood, you don't feel like it, it ain't in the cards tonight. Fuck you. We've been conditioned to accept all of that shit, and y'all been conditioned to say if he ain't willing to do it, somebody else will.
Well, shouldn't he try to, as a married man, right? So he just resigns himself? Shouldn't he try to find? No,
we're told to figure it out. Hey, maybe she don't want to do it this way. Maybe you got to twiddle her thumb and rub her feet every night. And then what did you do to get him?
But that's what I'm saying. Okay, valid.
You get what I'm saying? What did you do to get him? Valid. What did he do to get you? We're told to figure out what we had to do, what we did to get you. So you got to start doing that thing again. Y'all are told when it comes to y'all, we're told to accept it.
I see what you're saying. So it's an unequal standard between the two.
Ain't nobody got time for that. So
ain't nobody got time.
Marriage? Are we talking about going? I'm so confused.
I guess we're talking about. Because let's keep it a bang. Most people aren't getting married, especially in the Black community. Most people aren't getting married, but we still have been dealing with each other relationship wise. So we're not even making it to the altar because we're breaking up before the relationship even makes it to the altar.
Sweeney, well, first of all,
okay, I'm back. My bad. I had to send an email.
They're not breaking up. They're not getting. Nowadays they're not getting together. They're not in committed relationships.
Or you're right. They ain't even making it to relationship now. It's just more like
it's just situationships.
What's the narrative? I missed it. What we on now?
You busy researching?
No, I was sending an email. My bad.
You got
and I did a copy and paste some stuff in the back chat as well. So yeah, I did do a little research too.
And we need to get Key in there too, because Key ain't spoke on.
Go ahead, Key.
How about we accept some of y'all bullshit?
Don't even speak on the topic, nigga.
How about we accept some of y'all bullshit? Y'all accept some of our bullshit, and we get our ass down the road. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, the reality is, I know y'all want to sit here and talk about how everybody loves their solitude. That is bullshit. Because everybody that's been crossing over that 50, 60, 70-year-old threshold been running the Kendra G show talking about some Kendra G, can you help me find a man? Can you help me find a woman? And like it is happening in droves. So y'all is not happy being lonely, and neither are men being happy being lonely. That's why motherfuckers are in these red pill spaces. We are crashing out. It is not fun. It is not fun for y'all to be on yourselves. And I'm talking about you single people out there, and y'all know it. Y'all know y'all can't, like, come on, man. Ain't nobody trying to buy no dog and die alone for real. I'm dead serious.
First of all, you shut your mouth.
Hey, go ahead, Key. Let's go and get Key now.
Hey, Miss Liv, hey, straight up, man. These niggas, we crashing out here, bro.
No, but for real, I'm not okay.
Hold on, y'all. Gotta get Key in there. Gotta get Key in there. Go ahead, Key.
So the one thing it's hard for me to wrap my mind around this conversation is how there's this divide with men versus women, and there seems to be a lot of resentment towards women. But I think for me, the issue really with our society is we're oversaturated with options. So it has ruined dating and relationships for our generation, the generation Gen Z and Generation Alpha, I think is after Gen Z, because we are programmed to believe that there is always going to be something better. I believe compatibility is a thing, and that should matter, and that does matter. But when you're on Tinder, when you're on Hinge, when you're on Bumble, and you're compatible with over 100 people a day, how are people supposed to get in a relationship? How are they supposed to make that decision? Because they find someone and let's say they're like 70% compatible. There's always that doubt in the back of their mind, like there may be someone that's 75%, I should keep looking. So there's that. And then the thing with the sex, men and women. So with men, what men expect is a continuous deposit into their bank account for what fulfills them and what wants to keep them attached to the relationship without depositing into the woman's bank account. The flowers are a representation, like we've been trying to explain to y'all, that you are paying attention to something that is emotional for her. It's not about the stupid flowers. It could be anything. It's paying attention to what matters inside. Women are emotionally charged. We're emotionally motivated. With men, you're physically charged, physically motivated. So as a relationship progresses, what happens is there's little things that happen. He's forgetting to take out the trash. She keeps walking in the house with her shoes on and taking them off. People build up resentment and you stop depositing into each other's bank accounts. And then you're separated because the key for him is to have that physical connection. She cannot make that connection because you're not tuned in emotionally.
I think y'all just single-handedly exposed one important thing. Y'all let y'all emotional connection supersede duty.